now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock. And this is second and less than a yard. Now Thomas. And he stopped immediately there. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. First carry for Lynch back against his old mates. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. It's now 4th down. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. To throw is Allen. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing now is Wilson. Rolling to his right. Uncorks one for Davis. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. Here's Allen. He finds his man, complete. It's Bush. And he'll have another first down as he gets out of bounds as well to stop the clock.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Allen. And Diggs has it. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Allen. And this is going to be intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And the Seahawks are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Midge used to say all the time, The team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Now one final throw incomplete. And time will run out here in the fourth quarter, and we are going to overtime. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. Little OT scramble drill that time, Mr. Davis.
And partner, I can tell you from personal experience, nothing drives a defense crazier than having things covered and the quarterback takes off and picks up a first down or big yardage. Because whether we're in zone or man, it's easy to lose track of him because you don't always have someone assigned to him. And once he goes, now everybody's scrambling to try and tackle him.
On 2nd and 12, Wilson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
What a savvy read. He just broke off his route and took off deep downfield. Thought for a second there they had him, but they were unable to connect for a big play.
And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try the left side. Thomas. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Thomas. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. They'll try the left side. Thomas. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. So here's Nick Folk in an important spot. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good, and that changes everything here in OT. Well, when you get that ball in OT, that's not the chance you envision, and the long field goal attempt here winds up lacking.
And you don't want to hang too much of this on your kicker, but he's going to leave you in a tough spot as well because you give your opponents excellent field position to start their first drive.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Play action. Now Wilson. Out left, he's got it to Everett. That last pass puts him over 300 yards now in the game. More importantly, though, big first down here in OT.
And the team around him has a lot of confidence now after picking up that first down. Everyone seems a little more energized. But did I hear you before the game call in and say, this is my quarterback for your fantasy league? Because he just gave you a good stat, didn't he?
He did, and I appreciate it. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They'll stay on the ground with Barber. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. One overtime. How about 2? We need another. We're still even. We'll switch sides and have that 2nd overtime in just a moment. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Barber running right. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. On first down, Barber. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. And that carry probably not so much for yardage, just to get the spot that you want to kick the field goal.
In any yardage game, there's really kind of gravy, and this just becomes what my old coaches say. Get into position to be in position. And that's what they want, the right spot for their kicker to line up the field goal.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. They've had some success here in overtime on this opening drive running the football right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you, and until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there and available to them.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Play action. It's Wilson. He'll buy some time right. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. Here's Barber. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and a game winner in OT. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard, you're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal, that's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.